My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm reviewing this enormous brick of Pure Excess by Paco Rabanne, created in 2017. So this is £50 for 50ml, £80 for 100ml, and if you love it, this is £99 for 150ml. In the shop where we went, they only had this size. They didn't have any other size, and we had to have this size. And I kind of like, okay, right, I'll get the big size. Just realized that's really good sales. We don't have anything other than the largest size. So, you're going to have to get this. The top notes are ginger, thyme, grapefruit, bergamot, and green notes. The middle notes are vanilla, licorice, cinnamon, leather, and apple. The base notes are myrrh, sugar, cedar, wood notes, cashmere, and patchouli. Do we have our brick of Pure Excess by Paco Rabanne? Are we engaged with the high self? Let's get testing. You must love it to get like 150ml. And remember the Excess. That was like a 90s fragrance. I think one of my friends had it and I quite liked it. It's plastic. Really, I'd like to see glass and metal. So I'm going to show you the atomizer. Nice and wide, dispersive. I don't know how to feel about this. This smells Middle Eastern, and Middle Eastern perfume is very heavy and intense. French perfumery tends to be built completely differently, actually. And French perfumery tends to be maybe a little light, little fragrance. Not all, but generally it's sort of a lot of naturals, built sort of smelling quite eloquent. Not going generally further than sort of a foot in sort of projection, lasting sort of 2-3 hours because of the naturals, and you reapply. Middle Eastern perfumery tends to be the complete opposite, which is a wall of fragrance as far as you can get, a very solid, dense perfumery. What I've noticed is they're very smooth, whereas French perfumery tends to be lively, effervescent, sparkling, natural smelling. Middle Eastern perfumery tends to be solid, intense, smooth. American and English perfumery tends to be in between the both, depending on the perfumer, which I quite like. I would consider this a musk fragrance, clean musk. The Slide or ethylene brassylate. Ethylene brassylate is a really, really good musk. Really cheap, but is indispensable. It goes with everything. I love it within a musk accord. I think that's when it's really great. On its own, it's also really great. It gives you clean, white musk with sort of slight vanilla-y nuances. That's how I sort of think about it. This sort of smells very intense and solid. It has the wood-like raw materials. I don't know if I've reviewed fragrances that aren't sort of based upon Isu Super and Hedione, so this is musk-based fragrance. Isu Super, Hedione further down, you can sort of tell that the Isu Super in this instant is used to give woody, velvety nuances to it with other wood. So this is like a woody musk, clean white musk, to help to smooth it even further. God knows why you need it to be this smooth. Diagemercinol, apple acetates, and then the methyl pamplemousse to give it sort of like a spiky citrus feel to it. Lemon, elmley, ginger, terpenes, other compounds to give it sort of sparkle and effervescence through the formulation. Vanillin is sort of smoothing even more. This is quite an interesting formulation because as it's sort of wearing, it's sort of more of the compounds are sort of coming off and sort of evolving. This is like an evolving, very fruity, so hallucinates, acetate, coumarin. I'm going to try and explain it. It's got very musk heavy. So as it hits the skin, it sort of like sticks and then starts evaporating off. Doesn't really have top notes. I'll say this is a middle and base note fragrance. You have your wood compounds, your Isu Super, your Hedione, and the Hedione is giving a jasmine feel to it in the aspect with the other fruit molecules. So this is not giving light and airy at all. This is heavy, dark, intense, further smooth with nitro musks. So this is like the lily of the valley raw materials. The nitro musks in this are giving it smoothness, velvety, soft, sensual, but flat to the skin. I know with this, as this wears, it's going to start coming off. So I know that if you put this on as the evening went on and you heat it up, and if you were doing night activities, this would sort of stick to everything. So this is like, I'd consider this a adult's leisure activity fragrance. I think women could wear this actually. I don't think this is like, again, I don't think it's particularly masculine. I think it's masculine to sort of unisex. But I think absolutely women could wear this. Definitely going out. Onto my final thoughts. I think it's very nice. I think it's quite nice. I sort of struggled to get my head around it because I kind of didn't expect it to be like that. I thought being Paco Rabanne, it was going to be all singing, all dancing sort of fragrance. And it's not. It's got like dark, richness to it. When you're utilizing all these musk compounds, wood compounds, the oak moss-like raw materials, vanillin, it has a really sensual quality to it. The oak moss raw materials within a formulation smell very sort of sensual. They have a sensuality behind it. It's got some sort of like a cinnamon-like compounds, which is adding to the wood sweetness on it. The price, I think the price is excellent. I think for what it is, I think it's an excellent corporate perfume. The more I'm smelling it, the more I'm liking it. So it's kind of like gotten that sort of addictive quality. And that is the fruit raw materials mixed with the sort of the coumarin and vanillin, neither vanillin, particularly delicious. Very easy to wear. I think you would wear this at night or you'd wear it in the winter. It's absolutely not a summer fragrance. I think it would be clawing in the summer or in the heat. I don't think it's a bit suitable for that. But for the evening, it's particularly delicious. I think if you're having problems with fragrances sticking to your skin, and if you're having problems with finding a fragrance to work on your skin, this is excellent because it's so musk heavy. I think this is a Western interpretation of a Middle Eastern fragrance. So I quite like it. I think it's quite nice. I'm going to mark it an 8 out of 10. I think it's fine. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I quite like it. But it's not particularly exciting me. I'd like it, if I'm honest with you, I'd kind of like it a little bit more lively, a little bit more top note to it. Seems to be mostly middle and base notes. If it had a top note to it, I think I might enjoy it a little bit more. But I think because it's middle and base note, it's kind of, that's why I'm knocking the 2 marks off. But I think it's very nice. It smells really nice. So we love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe. More fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.